how's it going? Hey, this will be the update for the week of September 3rd. And I have good news this time, thank goodness. I know last time I talked a little bit about depression and how it affects, and I've still been battling with that. I mean, it's an ongoing thing for most people who deal with it. They deal with it their whole life. It's just something that it goes up and down. I mean, some days you're feeling just fine, and then the very next day, literally for no reason, you're kind of depressed. So still been struggling with it, but fortunately I got a grip on it enough that it hasn't affected weight loss. So I have good news to report. This week's weigh-in, I was at 270.2, which is 1.6 pounds lighter than the last weigh-in. Now, if you'll remember, I did reach at one point 270.5, and then I had a gain. So this is only 0.3 lower than the lowest point that I've got to as far as weight loss goes. But from where I started, again, that's what happens when you do a gain. You end up having to go back over territory you've already kind of walked over. It's kind of like being on a trail and, oh, I forgot my hiking sticks, and you have to walk back a mile to get those hiking sticks, and then walk that mile again, and then move on from the trail. So if you did 12 miles that day, well, a couple of them were backtracking miles. It's kind of unfortunate. So that's kind of how this is. I'm at 270.2, so that is a 1.6 pound loss for the week, and that puts me at a total loss since the beginning of 34.8 pounds. Moving forward once again, and I'm happy about that. And again, the correlation, here we go. We got out this weekend. The family and I took a road trip. We have family who live down on the Central Coast, and for those of you who aren't from California, or for those of you in California who don't know, the Central Coast generally is San Luis Obispo, even Santa Barbara. That area is kind of the Central Coast. So we have family down in San Luis Obispo. They live in Atascadero, and we love to go down there, and then we visit the little town of Morro Bay, which is right on the coast, and it's amazing. I did a lot of footage filming, and I'll have a road trip video out because we did some really cool things. We visited elephant seals and visited the amazing town of Morro Bay, which has this giant rock sitting just off the coast there, things like that. And also, during this road trip, I got in a hike. So and that's what I was talking about, that correlation. I watch my calories as best as I can, but spend most of my time sitting down with maybe only a little bit of exercise. I plateaued and I gained weight 2 weeks in a row. One plateau, one weight gain week. I watch my calories as best I can and actually get out and do things. Weight loss. Seems pretty clear cut to me. If you're active and doing things, exercising things, you're losing weight. If you're also watching your calories, those two things coincide. Sometimes, I really do believe if you just do one of those things, it's not going to work. I can lose some weight just sitting on my butt, but watching what I eat. I would lose some weight, but I'd get to a point where it's just, I'm not going to lose anymore. I'm going to just keep plateauing or maybe even gaining because I'm not physically exerting myself to burn calories. And I really think the opposite would be true too, because like I said, when I was working, I would walk about 2 miles a shift, approximately 2 miles a shift, and I was still gaining weight. I was still over 300 pounds. I wouldn't lose any because the rest of my life was eating huge portions and seconds please, and you'd put a pizza in front of me and I would eat half the pizza and stuff like that. And so it didn't do any good. No matter what exercise I did, I could not burn enough calories to keep up with the calories I was intaking. So you have to combine it. You have to watch what you're eating as far as calorie intake goes, and get out there and do things that burn calories in order to do that weight loss. And as far as I'm concerned, there's no way around it. You can do magic pills. You can do special meals. and all that kind of stuff from some of the, and I'm not knocking these plans. If they work for people, that's fantastic. I'm just saying almost all of those plans, because I did a couple when I was younger and trying to lose weight. I did a couple of those plans. Almost all of them do tell you, don't just sit at home and eat our special food. You need to exercise. All of them tell you that. They don't show that to you on the commercial because they want to bring you in, and that turns people off. People don't want to work. But unfortunately, that's what it takes. I mean, it sucks because it's really easy to gain weight. I could literally sit here right now and eat a bunch of food and I will gain weight. That's easy. Losing weight, sorry, it's work. There's just no way around it. There's no magic pill. There's no magic shot. There's nothing you can do that just lets you sit here and lose weight. You have to get up and do things. There it is. Be active. So on that note, along with things, I want to throw out there, a total love to my wife. She's extremely supportive. I mean, on this family trip that, when I said, hey, literally 5 minutes from the house that we were staying at with family, 5 minutes down the road was a little regional park with a 2-mile trail that had some hills, so it would be a good workout. I'm going to get up early and go in the morning and hit that trail. And she was 100% immediately behind it. Fine with me. You do that when you get home. There'll be a breakfast waiting. We're going to have a nice country breakfast because when we visit family down there, we do that. And I felt good because I could sit down at that breakfast and know I don't have to worry about this extra slice of bacon because I had just worked off a whole bunch of calories. And I come back with a weight loss. See? That's how that works. And I didn't have to deny myself the fun. I didn't have to go down there and miss this country breakfast that we always do with our family down there. I didn't have to, skimp on that or not do it at all because I'm trying to lose weight. Nope, I could do it because I got my butt up and got out there and do it. And so, big thanks to my wife. She's very supportive on this. On our way down there, we even had a little talk about my plans for the Pacific Crest Trail and for through hiking in general, some of the through hikes I want to do, and if I do the PCT, when I do it, and how I'm going to do it, because I've been thinking a lot about that. It's going to be a little different, I think, than I originally had planned. And I might do a video on that later when I get more serious about it, about how I want to do it and why I'm going to do it that way. But having that support is also a key thing. It's not just, that helps with the motivation because you have to be motivated. Like I just said, it takes work to do it. And in order to do that work, you need the motivation, especially with me when I'm feeling depressed about things and that saps my motivation. Depression completely pulls the motivation out of me. I should get up and exercise, but I just don't feel like it. Having support of friends and family is a huge thing. And that's what puts that motivation back into you because you want to do those things because they're proud of you for doing them and you like that. So there's that. And so that's basically our update. I will be putting out a road trip video and I will be putting out a hike report on Heilman Regional Park, the Jim Green Trail. I've got all that put together. I'll be posting that pretty much after I finish recording this. And that's basically about it. So 2 videos coming soon, road trip report, hike report, and then I'll get this all done and posted. And I'm just going to try and keep moving forward. I'm going to try and keep staying active so I can keep coming here with you other folks who are supporting me. Just by watching, you're supporting me, and I do appreciate it. Every time I see more than myself is watching my own videos, I'm like, hey, there's at least a couple of people out there. Awesome. So that motivates me too. So thanks for your support. And I will see you next week.